everyone! Guess what? It's Holy Week! Wow, and I'm actually filming something. That's because for school, we were given a Holy Week break and I will be doing a 24-hour readathon for the first time ever. I don't know if I'm gonna survive this. I don't know if I'm not gonna survive this. Recently, I've been really groggy, really tired, really sleepy, but let's see kung masasurvive ko ba talaga to o hindi dahil ngayon ay Holy Week and my chosen weapon, my chosen Pokemon or Pokemons, my chosen weapons are Bo Sanchez's books plus a Mitch album book, and if I do finish all of those, then I will be doing my readings for school. And why not? It's still a readathon. I'm still reading. Hey, productivity for one more day was recommended by someone on my Instagram. Wei, thank you so much for that recommendation. It's a good Holy Week book, especially because it's Mitch album, and Mitch album writes about stuff related to God and appreciating life, maybe through God, maybe through a higher being, whoever that God is. So that's why I love Mitch Album's books. Now, the Bo Sanchez books that I will be reading are first this one. First is Why I Love Being Catholic, and I chose Why I Love Being Catholic because I'm a Catholic, and how you stay strong in believing in something, in your advocacy or whatever you believe in, whatever you strongly believe in, is the first word of this book. Why? You need to know your whys in order to pursue whatever. God's love is endless, and that's my why. I'll see more of my whys after reading this book on how to love Jesus more, and I'm really excited to read this book actually. The next book on my list is something that I was actually ashamed of showing the public that I'm reading, because people might say, why are you reading that if you're so young? Bea, you're only 20. Why? Ang aga pa, and who knows if you'll be building a family or not. I mean, you know, everything is unpredictable, but I think I forgot that family can mean different things. Family can refer to your friends. Family can refer to whoever you see as family, your teammates, your colleagues, your classmates. That's why I chose to read How to Build a Happy Family. This will not only prepare me for the future, but also it will help me strengthen my relationships now. I think, especially now that it's quarantine and we're at home. Guys, please stay at home. There are so many cases now. You have the opportunity if you are with your family, but if you're not, you still have more time to connect with your family and be with them, because they won't be there forever. And I know that some people might see family as just a set of people who you're forced to be with because of biological reasons. But no, family is there for a reason, and I believe that. After that is a continuation of Why I Love Being Catholic, sort of, in some sense, and it's this book. It's called The Journey, How to Walk with God Every Day, and this is because I did say that I wanted to strengthen my faith in God, lalo na ngayon sa Holy Week. I think it's best to reflect and truly strengthen your faith with God, and I just want to be consistent because it's how to walk with God every day. I do want to see God more and not take Him for granted, like how I take many things for granted, lalo na ngayon in the digital era where everything's just fast-paced. And in my advertising class, I learned that the scarcest resource in the world is attention. Imagine that, attention. The next book is like a combination of How to Build a Happy Family and the journey, how to walk with God every day, sort of, because of gratitude. And it's called Enjoy Your Age, How to Claim the Blessings of Your Season, also by our dearest Bo Sanchez. And the top of the book actually says that every family must get this book. So it's family friendly, whether you're the bunso, you're the youngest, you are the eldest, you are mom or a dad or someone my age who might feel incapable of changing the world and overthinking that every night, wondering how am I gonna put meaning into my life and make it great? Have I done enough? Have I lived the life that I really was supposed to live? I guess this is supposed to make us appreciate our age and teach us to know what to do exactly about your age or about being at your age. And next is not really a book related to God, but it's also by Bo Sanchez, and it's called How to Turn Your Passion into Profit. This is because I have dreamed of having a small coffee business, maybe in the future, maybe someday, maybe now, maybe I don't know, but I do want to know how to start my business. I can't just rely on literature. I want to earn my own money, and maybe I'll get into self-publishing or traditional publishing. Who knows? It's just a good thing to know how businesses work, no matter what your major is, no matter what your course is, because it will make you live life. So with that being said, let's get to the vlog. Oh my gosh, basic that you should love the perfection in one's imperfections, because that's what makes them who they are. But like the wife, I know that this is a really hard thing to do, as in okay, what I like about Bo Sanchez's writings is that he always uses analogies that seem very far away and things that are little, things that we take for granted, or things that are so mundane, like two boats floating in an ocean. And he uses them to explain how you can improve in life. Like, I'm at the part on why hearts move apart, and I'm learning about the relationship drift. So basically he says that a relationship is like two boats floating in an ocean, and there's a strong current pulling them apart. Before you know it, they're miles apart. And the only way you have to fight to survive that drift is to paddle, and it's common sense. It's just a very striking analogy, and I love that about his writing style. So, hello everyone. I somewhat failed with the 12 to 12 challenge. Oh, I forgot to mention that I was doing this from 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. because I started at around 12:30. I lost track of time and I was kind of watching how to do a 24-hour marathon properly, so I changed my shirt just cause, and I will continue reading this. So right now I'm at chapter 13 of How to Build a Family, and I just realized that the way Bo Sanchez writes is really like the way he speaks. Like, there was a part where, hold on, where he was like, "So paddle, my friend," and when I watch his YouTube videos, that's basically how he speaks. So it's pretty cool how I notice these kinds of things. And what's really cool about this book is that as you go along, it teaches you that relationships are the center of everything when it comes to building a happy family. So attached to this book are these free relationship cards that you can give to your family members or the people that you want to rebuild your relationships with. So I find that really cool. It's just amazing that this book has this. Thank you. It's currently 3 a.m. and hindi ko talaga in-expect na mapapaiyak ako ng book na to. This book made me cry because, well, not really cry, but I teared up a little bit because there's this story where, okay, let's just say it's chapter 17. I don't want to spoil it, but there was an anecdote that was so sweet. It was a proof of the statement love is sacrifice, and no, actually love is service, but it was about a wife being so sweet to her husband until the day he died and she did something, and it made me tear up, guys. I didn't expect it. I really didn't expect it. So anyways, right now I'm on chapter 18. I'm going to revisit some of the chapters so I know who to give these cards to. And I'll list that down. Currently it's 4 a.m. and I'm in the last part of this book of how to build a happy family. I think I'm going to do okay in this Readathon challenge. Okay, it actually struck me na party person pala si God. As in, God threw a party for people who... God throws parties for people who don't deserve them, and I just realized that you don't have to be the most extroverted person to enjoy celebrating the little joys in life, and it's just beautiful. And I'm done with the book. Well, actually no, I'm at the epilogue and I'm really enjoying it. I just wish that there were less parts that were related to romantic relationships, because this book was about family, so I wanted more on family and not just the husband-wife part yet, or the two partners kind of love. But it's a great book. I rated a 4 out of 5 stars. So right now I just got the next book, which is I Love Being Catholic, and I am going to start it. Right now it's 4:30 a.m. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Then this time I'll be on the other couch.
Fight with backup. You were going into every fight alone. One time, early October, I decided to kill myself. Maybe it's some guys.
I did not know that readathons were so hard. My head was so painful. I started listening to the YouTube audiobook of For One More Day, and that was because my eyes couldn't take it anymore, and I'm just at my second book. I didn't know that readathons were that hard. So I am at page 22 of this book, but so far I'm enjoying it. It's very funny, it's very witty. I think there are more funny scenes here compared to the other book that I read. So yeah. Okay, actually I decided to go outside to read this because I think it would be way better, and you know, it's currently 10:30 something a.m. last time I checked my phone, and I am going to read outside. Look, it's so bright, parang kinuha na ako ni Lord. I'm just kidding. I couldn't read outside. That was an epic fail because it became too bright. It's 10:38 and not gonna lie, I took a nap that was more than 20 minutes, so I think I'm failing this challenge because I didn't know reading could be so tiring. Hello, it's me again. I am actually fangirling at page 26. Because it says that we are dependent on signs. The world is constructed. Language is full of signs and symbols, and as a literature major, we're learning that language is actually a mixture of the sign and the signifier and the signified, signs and symbols, something like that. And we read stuff about doctrines before, so it went really deep, but then Bo is explaining it in a really simple way, which is amazing. And I'm just fangirling, you know? Holy Lord, Wei, you should have warned me that this book has a lot of trigger warnings. It made me tear up, especially for the times that the mom stood up for Chick. It's just, oh my god. So I just finished Why I Love Being Catholic 2 minutes ago, and now it is 2:22 p.m. Next book is gonna be this one, The Journey, How to Walk with God Every Day. So now, prior to reading that next book, I am going to take a coffee break and a workout break while listening to the audiobook of For One More Day. And my coffee was actually made, it's just in here.
Watch the
I really took my time in reading the journey compared to the other books because I really liked it. I enjoyed it better than the others, sort of, because this one really taught you how to pray and how to find time for prayer and why you should pray, what you can actually do. It gives you concrete actions, which I find very helpful, and it was what I needed.
Town over, and one day I would ride my bike to his house and knock on his door, and he would tell me it was all just a big... It was a ghost, but I still saw him. I saw him whenever I swung a bat or threw a ball.
Okay, since it's almost 6 p.m., I'm gonna start reading my 4th book. Oh my gosh, my brain isn't working anymore. Oh well, coffee for brain power. Hello, it's me again. This book is actually pretty cool because it's interactive. You get to write on it. So on this page, I'll be writing what season I'm on, and let's see where that takes me. So here are my answers. For my spiritual life, I'm in spring because I'm trying to renew it, and it's almost Easter. Family life is winter because I've been isolating myself a lot recently. And my professional life is in summer because I'm doing what I want to do, and these are my dreams, and I feel very passionate about that. My service life is winter because I haven't done much. My health life is in spring because recently I started to take working out more seriously again after being so tired and sleepy at school, and because I take boxing lessons with Coach Roel, and I can link you down to his Instagram if you guys want, because he does one-on-one trainings and it's really cool. My financial life is autumn because I spend a lot on my bunnies and on Shopee, so I guess it's close to winter and then back to spring, which is renewal. That's why it's an autumn. Guys, ang funny ni Bo. He's talking about people who stepped into their courage zone, and he said Abraham played Angry Birds. Okay, for people who are 25 and under like me, a good thing that he says here is to do things that you think might not be useful but are useful in the future, like how how Steve Jobs took calligraphy and put it to use. So explore your interests while you still can. Start a business even though you're young, because as early as now you can make mistakes, and it's basic advice but it's true. Get more experience, and I think that's one of the things I'm doing. That's why I'm continuing my YouTube channel and all, and interesting. I am at chapter 16 and I'm triggered because Bo was talking about his driver who had lost his friends once he became successful. And I can relate to that because I lost a lot of friends as I changed who I was, and I love how he gives the advice that if they leave you just because you're doing something else or you changed a bit, then they're not worth your time. They're not worth it to, team up and go against you just because you chose something. It doesn't make you a bad person for wanting to be successful, and I love how he put emphasis in that. It's just, it was triggering, but worth it, worth reading. Because you deserve better friends, because if a friend isn't happy when you're blessed, he isn't a real friend. You need to look for new friends, and That tip, surround yourself with real friends, is probably some kind of tip that's targeted towards people who are in the transition from high school to college, I guess. Because you really don't know who's gonna stick with you, but that's okay. Now it makes more sense that winter is the last season, because it's the season to describe old people in this book, and it's really funny because I can relate to the part where it says someone wrote about the benefits of being 60. People call at 9 p.m. and ask, "I'm sorry, did I wake you up?" Because I know I'm only 20, but sometimes I feel like I'm 60. So,
As I always knew it would.
So this is what happens
Reappeared
while we eat dinner.
after an 8-year absence
listened to
at my first college game in the
The
spring of
audiobook
1968.
so that I
Sitting
could
in the
finish
front
the
row
24-hour
seats just
challenge on
left of our
time.
plate.
So update, I am 62% into this book, and I guess I'll start reading How to Turn Your Passion into Profit. It's currently 7:51 p.m. and I'll save the best, aka the audiobook and the ebook for last. If the quality has changed, I'm using my phone. Currently it's 8:01 p.m. and I am actually starting with this now. You know how I said I was really passionate about this just a moment ago, and now I'm in section 1. Just in section 1, but I'm already feeling like my brain can't absorb the words. And it's just, what, 8-something p.m.? Oh my gosh, I feel like, I guess I'm gonna take a 20-minute break. Okay, so this is what I love about Bo Sanchez. He wants to empower the poor and not just help them by giving, but really, his belief is that through business, being business-minded, through entrepreneurship, investing in the stock market and all that, if people are educated on how to do that, and that will be the long-term solution to poverty. And I have to agree with that. It's just a great advocacy. You know, back then, I thought that people who are too business-minded are selfish, are shallow, and that the only thing that they're looking for is to be rich and not really to help others or have their own advocacies. But I realized that through that, it's still doing good. It's still a different kind of advocacy, which is mind-blowing and amazing. I think I can already foreshadow that I will be rating this book 5 stars. So the clock hit 11:57 and I officially give up. I did not finish the challenge, but then that's okay because hey, I finished 4 books out of 6. So I'm pretty proud of myself. I spaced out a lot. I kind of dozed off. It's like I'm getting sleepy, but I'm not quite sleepy. But I just had this feeling where my brain couldn't take it anymore, and I took a short break, and then suddenly, before I knew it, it was already 11 something, and I didn't get to finish the challenge. So the lessons that I've learned from this is that I shouldn't pick the same type of book over and over again, because when it gets repetitive, it's discouraging. So I should have made more variations to my choices, because all I chose was mostly non-fiction, and that was my mistake. But hey, it's okay. I'm proud of myself because I learned a lot, and I am satisfied because I learned more about God. And yeah, happy Holy Week, everyone.